Hello and welcome. I'm Tal Ben-Shahar and you're watching Your Quest on Happier TV, where I will be responding to some of your questions. Here's a question coming to us from a 38-year-old woman, married with 2 young children. Tal, I'm a manager in a fast-growing high-tech firm in Silicon Valley, and I absolutely love my work. It's fun, dynamic, my colleagues are great, and I feel that the company really cares about the employees, providing healthy food, a gym membership which I use, and even meditation workshops. The thing, though, is that I work long hours and get home after the kids are asleep. I see them in the mornings and on weekends, though sometimes I do some work on Saturday and Sunday. I must point out that I love my partner and kids more than I can express in words. Some people who are close to me and know my lifestyle tell me that I'm missing out on my kids and that I will regret it in the future. But what can I or should I do? The thing is that I'm happy with my life. Well, thank you for this question. And first of all, I must say it's wonderful that you're happy with your life, that you love what you do and that you love your family. But the fact that you're asking this question means that you have some concerns. Now, these concerns can be self-generated, or they may be as a result of, the voices around you. We all have those voices around us. So the first thing I would recommend is taking a bit of time to journal, to write about what you're feeling and thinking. What advice would you give a friend who was asking you the very question that you asked me? You're in the best place to answer your own questions. You know your lifestyle. You know the big picture. Now, here are some thoughts about your dilemma. One of my teachers, Nathaniel Brandon, would often quote a Spanish proverb that goes as follows: God says, take what you want and pay for it. Whether or not you believe in God, the idea in this proverb is an important one. We can't have it all. There are only 7 days a week and 24 hours a day, no matter how hard you work or how early you wake up. Now, if you accept the fact that there is an inevitable price to pay for every choice that you make, it's actually a lot easier to deal with than wanting the perfect life where you can have everything that you want. It's okay to lower your expectations from wanting everything always in every area to accepting some things some of the time. Less pressure and a lot more realistic if you think about it. Another point I'd like to make is that while the quantity of time you spend with your children certainly matters, quality of time matters at least as much. Spending a little time with your children when you feel fulfilled and satisfied with your life as a whole is a lot better than spending a lot of time when you're empty or frustrated. But if you still want to increase the quantity of time you spend with your children, try to come up with creative solutions. What I often do, and what many others do, is spend time with the children in the evenings and then go back to work later on when the kids are asleep. Given modern technology, it's often possible to be more flexible in terms of the place where you work or when you do the work. Experiment, try different ways of doing things, and see what works and what doesn't work for you and for your kids, of course. And now, regardless of how much time you end up spending with them, this is important. Make sure that when you're with your kids, you're with your kids. I can't overemphasize this. This means, you switch off your phone, don't touch your email. I wouldn't even watch Happier TV then. Well, maybe an exception here. But if you're on the phone or working when you've committed to being with your children, then you'll be frustrated and they will be too. The bottom line is that there is no simple answer to your question. You have to take as many factors into consideration as possible and then decide for yourself what would be best for you and for your family. Thank you for your question, and thank you for joining us on Your Quest. If you have any questions or comments, we want to hear from you here on Happier TV.